All right, good morning. Amazing morning, beautiful morning. Uh, this is indeed a good morning. Super excited to be here this morning. Super excited to be back on this live mentorship program. And I hope you are also excited to be here. I know all through last week, I think it's precisely on Friday, we couldn't hold the program due to the fact that I had to travel to Kenya, and it's something that I didn't really prepare for. It was that same Friday. I had to call my agent to quickly get me a ticket. I had to be there for the launch of our amazing business, and I'm happy to be there, and I'm happy to get together with those folks out there. And I had to fly back to Lagos for my award the next day. So it was quite a choking trip. It wasn't too convenient for me, but I had to just make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again on this live program. My award actually was on Saturday night. I was actually confirmed a doctor in business administration and majorly focused in strategic leadership and management. So let me just tell myself congratulations. Now, I'm a doctor. I don't know how it feels like, but I guess somebody is watching somewhere, and I quite appreciate the MGives School of Business Academy in London for actually giving me that honor of that award. I don't know what I did to have been able to qualify for it, but somehow, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you are doing, people are watching. Whatever you are doing out there, people are, checking on your profile. People are watching you. They are seeing your consistency. They are seeing how committed you are into a certain cause, and don't stop. So my word for you this morning is not to stop. Keep dreaming, keep thinking big, and guess what is going to happen. And part of the things that we do here on this amazing program is to teach you how the mind can make it happen. And that's exactly the reason why today's teaching series, which we're going to be starting this Monday morning. I don't know, wherever you connected from, wherever you might be watching me from those that are also connected by our live stream, I want to say welcome. Maybe it's in the night at your own place. Maybe it's in the afternoon. Maybe anywhere you're tuning in from. All I can say is that you are welcome to this beautiful mentorship class, and we're starting with a series on how to develop the right mindset. So, how do you develop a right mindset, ladies and gentlemen? It all begins from this moment. Okay, it all begins from this moment. So I will start this teaching by saying, referencing the book, the fourth most read book after the Bible, which is the book of Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill, that said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can actually achieve it. Ladies and gentlemen, the question to you and I this morning is that, what are you conceiving? What are you thinking at this moment? Are you thinking positive, or are you thinking negative? Matter of fact, one thing that is so certain that I will encourage you to do is to think right and to think positive always. Because while you are doing that thing, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that is that you are pushing out, which is the energy. Energy is everything, like they say. You need to have the right energy to be able to see the right things coming in your way. The energy that you put into something matters a lot. If you channel a negative energy into things, all that you get back is negative. So if you put a positive energy into whatever thing you're doing in life, all you get to experience is positive. So how do you develop the right mindset? Now, step number one to developing the right mindset is by, I would say, is by association. Is by association. Ladies and gentlemen, what and who are the kind of people you are associating with? Who are the categories of people that you are mingling with? What kind of association do you belong? Now, it all begins from the association. You having to associate with people that ain't going anywhere. Matter of fact, on Thursday, we talk about that same association, how a wrong association can corrupt everything. And I mentioned that how about you getting to associate with 5 successful people and you happen to be the number 6th person. What comes to you is that you will be the number 6th successful person among the number 5. So now you're the number 6 in line. And I also say, if you walk with 5 wise people, you being the number 6th person, you will be the next wiser person. So you can see the association matters. Matter of fact, some persons will say, Afolabi, how can I do it? How can I have the right association? It all begins by making the right decision for yourself. Remember, like what I say, decision determines destination. What decision are you concluding in your mind? What is the things that you have in your mind? Your thought matters a lot, and that is the next one, which is your thought. What are you putting in your mind? What are the things that runs through your mind as, as human every single day? What are the thoughts? Some of us, we have a thought that we are not, we are sick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a thought that you are sick, that's exactly what happened to you. One of the things that has helped me over the years is that the fact that I told myself that I will never be sick again. I speak to my mind and I say it with full confidence that I don't fall sick. Now, what happened is that my subconscious mind had to pick that same signal over and over. I keep telling myself that I will not be sick. I told myself that I will be strong. I won't use any medicine to make me to be, to be who I am. And guess what? For many, many years, I haven't been taking medicine. For many, many years, I haven't been taking any form of medication to get me going. It was just recently because I got myself so exposed, and I think it's an accumulated stress and the weather out there that made me to feel a little bit under the weather all through last week. But thankfully, I am better. I knew the right mindset. I knew the kind of thought I have for me. The thought of good and not of evil, just like the way our God Almighty said to us. I knew the thought I have towards you, the good thought, but not evil. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand this morning that thoughts are things. For you to change the things you don't want in your life, you need to start changing your thought. Thinking matters. You better start putting the right thinking, the right thoughts in your mind. I'll tell you, you become what you think about. That's what L. Nightingale said. You become what you think about. Whatever you think about, or you are thinking about yourself, if it is garbage that you are having to conceive in your mind in terms of the kind of thoughts that you have in your mind, it is what exactly you will become. If you think your marriage is not going to work for you, think you're not having the best of marriage, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you are going to experience. Now, how do you begin to have things change for you? It begins by having to change your thought. It begins by having to change the way you think, the way you process ideas, the way you see yourself, the way you evaluate yourself. That is very key, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important, because if you definitely know that thoughts are things. So what are the things you need to start changing in your life? It begins by changing your thought. Now, for you to change the things you don't want to see, you have to start changing that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, you are thinking of not being successful, or you're thinking about the current situation you're going through right now. Let me tell you something. That's exactly what will become of you. Now, I tell people, instead of start having to have a wrong thought, start thinking about, start being grateful, start being appreciative, start being thankful for where you are, the things that is meant to happen in your life. Start celebrating in your mind. Don't let your current situation determine your reality, okay? Don't let the current situation, don't let the economic factor, don't let what surrounds you, what is costing you to be down, to be depressed. Matter of fact, you need to start working on those things that you see. I am being very careful of the things that I see, because my mind is so magnetic in a way that the things that I expose myself to on a daily basis determines the way I think, determines the way I process ideas, and determines the way my productivity level. And that's why I'm always careful about the places I go to. I'm always careful about the things that I listen to, including music. I'm always being careful about my association. I'm always being careful about the kind of book I read, the kind of audios that I listen to, the kind of mentors that I choose in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to start changing that thought. Now, the next one here is, who are you being mentored by? Who are you being mentored by? Ladies and gentlemen, I recommend, if you never have any mentor in your life, you might want to start picking on somebody. And having a mentor doesn't mean that you need to know them in person. Having a mentor doesn't mean that you need to know them in person. Some of my mentor, I connected with them via their books, their tapes, their audios. I've said it over and over on this same program that I connected with them. They don't know me, especially one of my favorite mentors now, the person in the back here. You can see the book, Believe Nation, the person of David Imonifie Jr. is now actually a doctor too anyway. This is a man that I got to discover him on the internet. I was desperately in search when I joined a particular business then. I wanted somebody that has achieved result and has something that I need to know about that same business as at that year 2013. And I needed somebody to guide me on how they have been able to do it. And that was how I stumbled across this man. And this man showed me something, or from that audio he did on the internet, he did that audio win formula. He did part 1, 2, and 3. And that was when I knew that I am going to follow this man, because he asked what I was looking for. Ladies and gentlemen, I started following, not knowing me, but somehow, because I choose him as my mentor, guess what happened? Law of attraction start locating and start to work. And I put those principles to work. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, I can call him. Right now, I can text him. Right now, he reached out to me. Right now, he has sown a gift. In fact, material things. In fact, suits, clothing, books. He has given to me. And that was how I connected to this man. And I'm glad that I did, ladies and gentlemen. You need to know something, that mentorship is the gateway to mastery. Mentorship is the gateway to mastery. You want to master a particular course, ladies and gentlemen, you need to pick a mentor. Now, like I said, I knew him, but how about others? How about somebody like Les Brown? How about somebody like Bob Proctor? How about somebody like Jim Rohn? I can quote Jim Rohn. I soak myself in the audio tapes of Jim Rohn to have made me to become who I am and have a renewedness of mindset. Now, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to know them in person. It is very important that you need to have somebody you want to be mentored by, somebody that is going to guide you, somebody that has achieved a certain feat or a certain course in the area you choose, and then follow that person. Follow that person. Remember, mentorship, those who lack mentors lack method. Those who lack mentors lack method. I know you don't want to lack method, but I encourage you to start having the right mentor. Now, the second thing to develop the right mindset is to start reading books. What kind of books are you exposed to, ladies and gentlemen? What kind of books do you read? They say garbage in, garbage out. Okay? It is what you put in there that would determine your output. What are you putting out there? You're not going to be able to stand before people and start saying rubbish when you have nothing, absolutely nothing to offer. You see, let us know something, that everything as to greatness in life, it is buried in the book. No wonder our white folks used to say, if you want to hide money from a black man, he said, hide it in the book. Well, somehow the narrative is changing. somehow people are beginning to see, and even there are many Black folks right now that are even writing books. But the question, ladies and gentlemen, is that how many of those books have we read? Okay, how many of us are reading books? So let's get ourselves soaked to book. Now, what is so easy because you have ebooks. Let's even say you don't have the physical time to start seeing and reading, opening this book. You can actually get the ebooks. The ebook copies are there for you. Now, there are many books I would personally recommend to help you build the right mindset. Now, one of them is How the Mind Works. I said one again is, Think and Grow Rich, Science of Getting Rich, what do you call it? N. Nightingale. There are many books. There are many books. I think I'm going to list those books, many books that is going to help you to achieve greater success and having to help you reshaping your mindset. Joe Dispenza too is another great mentor I started following lately. And I'm glad this man talking about the mind. This man is so good. He's a neuro scientist, and this man is good and deep in the study of the mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I so love the way this man breaks down everything about the mind, and he talks about emotion, learning from him about emotion, how emotion can cost us. And he said emotion, our life is our life experiences in the past, and emotions are like socket that is connected to our brain. And he says some of us were held down as a result of this emotion, and as a result of this emotion, then allowing this emotion to be the familiar past, and to the familiar past to now ultimately determines our future. And you said you cannot live in emotion. Allow emotion. Don't allow your emotion to run you. Okay. And I was listening to how this man is saying and teaching these things. And I so love this man. So I recommend you also follow him, Joe Dispenza. This is a very good, well-accomplished, neuro scientist, and he is somebody that I recommend for you. Okay. All right. So what kind of books are you reading? What kind of audios are you listening to? Tapes, auction, seminars that you go to? These things helps you along the way. These things help you to have and develop the right mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to know that with these steps, you can actually start to build the right mindset. Now, in helping you to reshaping and fine-tuning the way you build your right mindset, you need to also develop a daily affirmation. Now, to have a daily affirmation, hold on a second, you need to develop or have a list of goals for yourself. Please, this is very important. Have a list of goals for yourself. Your goals will drive you, and they will add like a marking point towards you achieving your dreams in life. Now, because if you don't have a list of goals, you are just like a wind being tossed. You are just like a wind being tossed like the sea. Okay, you need to have a list of goals, and that your list of goals will ultimately help you to make up your daily affirmation. Okay, will help you to make up your daily affirmation. What you say to your mind every single day. Now, how the mind works, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand that we have the conscious and the subconscious mind. Now, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind must be in alignment, but before it starts to be in alignment, it all has to begin from the conscious mind, which is the spiritual part of you, or the natural part of you. So what is it that you are having to put in your subconscious mind, which is your mind? Because the subconscious mind will ultimately give control to the conscious mind, because when you have developed the right thinking, the right affirmation, you have things that you put in your mind, guess what happened? The conscious mind will not have an option than to obey what is up here. And guess what? It start helping you to attract the right element to your way, the right element that is going to help you to achieve your goals in life. So I will encourage you to first develop or have to write down your goals. That is the number one. The second one is that you need to develop a daily affirmation. Now, when you write down your goals, then all you need to do is to have to put a simple daily affirmation that you're going to read to your subconscious mind at least 50 times every day. It can be so simple like, I am grateful and thankful now that I have now achieved XYZ number of goals by put a deadline. We've treated that here, okay, several times. Put a deadline to what you want to achieve by having the date specified, because remember the book of Habakkuk also says that, and it's very important. So you need to do that. Okay, so when you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, you will start seeing that your subconscious mind, that helps you to prime your brain. That's how it is. It helps you to prime your brain, and then as it's priming your brain, all the right element, the right factor to help you achieve it will start falling in place. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you. It's going to be a long series because I know my sister is here. We're going to have a special guest before we go on the Christmas break, okay? So, and then guess what? You need to start getting ready, because the rest of the week or the rest of the days before we call it a break on this program as for Christmas is going to be loaded. I encourage you, please, don't you miss this program, because how to develop the right mindset is actually, or how to develop the right mindset is going to be what we'll be teaching on, and it's going to be so interesting. I'm not going to be the only one. Our in-house coach, Coach Dan, is far away in Kenya, Dubai, helping people to achieve their dreams and goal. Okay, so I encourage you to stay put. The next 2 days is going to be loaded, and I am so excited to be your host on this amazing program. And guess what? God is going to use this program to change the life of many of us, and I'm trusting, and you are not going to miss out from it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I super celebrate you for being part of this program, and I can see my wonderful colleague, the person of Maximize Wealth. It's nice to have you here, and I hope the time is also changing.
The doc. Congratulations, Doc.
I must have to get familiar with that right now. Get familiar with that right now, and that's why I put it up there. I put it up there as doctor, as you know, in business administration, in strategic leadership management. I'm super excited, and that's one of the things I share here. I said, what you're doing, keep doing it. People are watching you. I never knew this particular school in London is actually watching, and they have their field up there to start checking on me, and they've been watching and tracking me down for many weeks and months, and being consistent in what we're doing. I'm super excited that I had accomplished this milestone achievement. Matter of fact, I was the youngest among the rest of the folks that was this award, and I see myself, wow, what a privilege.
Wow.
Well accomplished,
so proud
as an individual. I'm so grateful and thankful to God and the support of you all for making a reality for me. You guys are one of the biggest things that has happened to me in 2021. And you know, what else can I say? I can't wait to get your own testimony, because guess what? You are the next in line. So,
absolutely.
Thank you for your time. Amazing. We will continue with this series tomorrow and next, before we call it a break for Christmas. Thank you. Remember, we encourage you to go out there. Don't just candidate, always. All right. Thank you. God bless you.
Shalom.
Bye.